Hello and welcome to this video, I guess. My name is Charlotte if you are new here, and I hope you're having a great day. Today we'll be reviewing the final part of the first section of the mastery program, and this section is all about oil painting and charcoal drawing and realism mainly. And yeah, I'm really excited to show you everything I've done and to chat about it a little bit. I think we did so many more projects in this last period, and I also feel like all of these were a little bit more creative maybe. They definitely let us be a little bit more free, which for me personally was actually more difficult because I love having a structured plan of what I need to do rather than them saying, well, here are your materials and just figure something out. But yeah, I mean, I got through it. It was fun. It was great. I learned so much. And yeah, I did my final assignment, which you can see here, that I'm so happy with and so proud of. And yeah, just can't wait to show it all to you. I forgot to mention that this is part one, like the end of part one that I'm at right now, and the mastery program actually has 4 parts. So this was drawing and oil painting, which is basically skill building, but I'm going to move into mixed media and finding your voice and your style on Monday, which I'm so excited about. And most people that have gone through the mastery program say that that is the most exciting part of all of it. So yeah, can't wait to start. I'm also really anxious because, like I mentioned, I love having a strict plan, and just it's kind of nerve-wracking that I'm gonna have to figure it out on my own really soon, which I'm excited and anxious at the same time, if that makes sense. But yeah, so part 1 is drawing and oil painting. Part 2 is mixed media, finding your voice and style. Part 3 is becoming a professional and portfolio, and part 4 is marketing and selling your art. So yeah, lots more fun to come. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to week 11. We did this painting in week 11, which was, we had to actually use a different style of painting, more of an impressionistic style. Think of Van Gogh with all the little stripes. And I mean, it didn't turn out that great. We were not allowed to mix any colors, so we had to put colors straight from the tube onto the painting, and then we could overlay them, so overlay different colors to, in a way, mix colors. And it just got incredibly muddy. I think I did 6 or 7 sessions on this painting, and yeah, definitely not my favorite. It was interesting to try something else, but found it very difficult to get into that flow state. I was kind of fighting with my painting the whole way through, but yeah, this is the result. That week we also did 3 drawings, so these are the 3 drawings that we did. We did a charcoal abstract, which was the first time that we were able to do our own thing. So they told us the materials and just let us experiment on paper, which was fun. It was difficult for me. I loved having a clear assignment, and not having very clear directions is difficult for me sometimes, but it turned out all right. I think if I were to change something, I would shift the focal point over a little bit, because I feel it is a little bit close to the edge, which makes it feel a little bit claustrophobic maybe. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I think that's how I feel when I look at it. Other than that, it's interesting. It's interesting too to see what other people did and what kind of brushstrokes they used, because I guess I have a tendency to really enjoy smooth and round lines, whereas other people love just putting really expressive strokes on there. So yeah. Then we did this piece. I ended up enjoying it towards the end. This is not generally my sort of art, and so I was a little bit scared starting it, but it turned out really fun. And Ellie's husband actually gave this lesson. he called it L Theory. I kind of wish I filmed it. I didn't think it would be interesting to look at, and looking back I really wish I did, because I think it would have been really fun in a time lapse. But yeah, that's that, I guess. And then we did this one, which was so much fun, and I think it turned out really well. It only took about 20 or 30 minutes. I guess it's because you're only really drawing the highlights. So we did this on black paper with white charcoal and white china marker, and yeah, I really like the result. Then in week 12 we did alla prima paintings again, but this time with a limited palette. So the first one we did was white on white. It was definitely challenging. I believe it took about 2 hours, which was the limit. We couldn't go over 2 hours. And every color that we used needed to have white mixed into it. So yeah, I mean, it looks very painterly and expressive, which I like, which is not generally how I paint. So I do quite like the result. I think it turned out a little bit cartoony, as all of these did, probably because of the very short time limit. I've learned that I really love to work in layers, and so alla prima is not really my favorite, but I think I learned so much from these. Again, just like I did in week 4 with those alla primas, you just learn so much in such a short amount of time. And then I believe I actually did this one then, which is black on black. Again, I feel like it turned out a little bit cartoony. I actually did a different painting before and it just didn't feel good, so I tried a different source, and yeah, I mean, I'm okay with how it turned out. Not my favorite, but again, I think I learned a lot. So this was black on black, and we had to mix black into every color that we used. And then we did this limited palette. Actually, I forgot to mention, you can pick your sources for any of these. So they have folders with probably about 10 pictures or something that you can choose from, and these are the sources that I chose. But if you're doing the mastery program, there are plenty of options to choose from. So yeah, I done this one, which was the quickest one. I think I did it in about an hour and 15 minutes. I quite like the result. I'm not too fond of these colors. They're not my favorite colors, but it was, yeah, I just learned a lot. It was fun to do. It was quick, and I do enjoy creating statues, which I learned during this program also. So yeah. In week 12, we also did 2 drawings, which were all about foreshortening, and I think they turned out really cool. We had to make this one from an idea board, so we had to combine different perspectives. So the guy and the background are 2 separate pictures that I combined, and I really enjoyed that. And then this one I did in charcoal. So actually this first one is in graphite, this one's in charcoal. It turned out really intense and very interesting. It took a really long time, but yeah, it turned out nice. I'm very happy with both of these, and I think I learned so much from these. If anything, if you take anything away from this video, I know that people have a tendency to focus on the oil paintings in the mastery program, but definitely put your all into the drawings as well. I know that for some people these can be really boring, but I think you learn just as much from the drawings as you do from the oil paintings. So yeah. Week 13 was self-portrait week, which is definitely my least favorite week, probably so far in the program. I struggled so much. There's really big focus in the program on getting into your right brain, which is your creative brain, and I couldn't do that with these no matter how hard I tried. It just, you know, you're staring at your own face, and it just, yeah, I couldn't do it. I will try again in a few months, maybe when I have some more experience under my belt, but yeah, this was difficult. So this painting, we did a radiant underpainting, which also is not my favorite process. Especially with this assignment, I didn't really understand why we did it that way, because the really bright colors that we used in the underpainting are obviously not skin tones, and so basically cover it all up again. But yeah, I mean, this is what it turned out to be. This one I did from a photo of myself, although I'm very aware it does not look like me at all. And then we also did 2 more self-portraits, one from life, which is that big charcoal one, and one from a picture. The reason why I did that one on such a small paper was just because I couldn't handle that week anymore. I didn't want to put hours and hours into another drawing of my own face. It's very intimidating staring at your own face and trying to do these drawings, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And then the final week of the first section is when we did 2 charcoal abstracts, one real abstract and one abstract that we had to pull an image from. So I did dragonflies is what I saw in all of the swirly lines that I made. And we had to do a creative tree, which was interesting. I don't actually think I filmed that one. Ellie's husband again gave that lesson, so yeah, it was fun and interesting. I definitely struggled with these a lot more than with realism, but it was good. I learned a lot. And then we did our final painting, which I can't even explain how incredible it feels to be able to paint something that I wanted to paint and have it turn out the way that it did. Of course, it's not perfect, and there are some things that I would change or maybe will change still, but I'm just so happy and so proud of this one. So for the final assignment of this week, well, actually of this section, we had to paint something on a really big canvas. So this is a 30 by 40 inch canvas, whereas all of these other ones are 16 by 20 and the drawings are all 18 by 24, or at least that's what I did for the mastery program. This was so interesting and so liberating almost to be able to do this. I felt so anxious starting this one, but looking back, I'm just so happy with it and so proud of it, and I know there's so much more to learn, and I'm sure I'll look back on this one in a few years and maybe not be so happy with it, but as of right now, I'm really proud and really happy, and yeah, it makes me kind of emotional to close out this part of the program and to create something that I really wanted to create. I'd had this image saved for months, and it was something that I didn't think I could ever do, and yeah, I'm just so proud of it and so happy, and yeah, I just don't have words. Creating this painting has also made me feel really excited about the next section, in which we get to pick our own sources or create our own sources, and we dive into self-development in a way. We are really going to look into who we are as a person, what sort of art we love and what we would like to create and what we would like people to feel when they look at our art, and I think all of that is so exciting, and I can't wait to share a little bit more of that. I'm really excited, really anxious, but really excited. I also just wanted to come on here and say a really big thank you to all of you for being here. I know I say this at the end of every video, but I really mean it, and it's just been so incredible to share all of this online and for people to enjoy what I'm doing and to interact with me and to get excited about possibly joining the program as well. Like, it's really special, and I feel like we're creating this little art community, which is something that I've never really had, and yeah, it's really special to me. So I just wanted to say thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and thank you for all the kind words. And yeah, I was expecting maybe some negative feedback every now and then, and I just haven't gotten any of that, which is lovely. Like, everyone that is commenting and just being here with me is so lovely, and I've chatted with so many of you on Instagram or even in some of the comment sections on YouTube, and yeah, it makes me really happy, and just I feel like I keep repeating myself, but yeah, all I really want to say is thank you for being here. That being said, if you're looking to join the mastery program, of course I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I kind of feel like I'm talking like I'm in a cult or something when I talk about this program, but it truly is changing my life, and I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. This is what I'm supposed to be doing in life, and it's just incredible that I get to share it. If you are looking to join, check out their website and see when the next sign-up period is. I believe their registration window opens about 3 or 4 times a year. If you'd like to support me in doing so as well, there's a link down below. If you sign up for the mastery program through that link, you get a free course that you get to pick from their website. You get to keep it forever, which is really awesome. And I get a small commission every month as long as you're in the program. So it doesn't cost you anything, you actually get something in return, but it really helped me out. I believe registration window is currently closed, but I'm guessing they'll probably open it relatively soon, which is so exciting. What else? I know I already said thank you, but I just want to say thank you again. Something else I forgot to mention, things are probably going to change a tiny little bit because the next section is a lot more personal. Mostly in my videos you just see my painting and you don't see me, you just hear my voice, you know, talking about them, and I think it will be, yeah, just a little bit more personal, so you might see my face around a little bit more in the next few sections of the mastery program. Also, I am almost done with my studio, so I'll insert a little picture of a little sneak peek of what it currently looks like, but I'm really excited to do a studio tour. I know that some people have really been wanting it, and I really am very excited to share with you because this is my happy place, and yeah, I'm very proud of it. So I got all my big furniture in, it's just a few tiny little details that I'm waiting on, and then I will film it and put it out there for you so you can see where I create all of my paintings and drawings and such. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for being here, thank you for following along, and I'll see you in a future video.